Morning, me old Sporadactyls, Dinkles and Popty Pigs, and how the devil are you? I hope you're well. Right, you're joining me here this morning at Accrington in Lancashire, where they all talk about car parks and bars and pays. Chips and pays, pudding and pays, and well, just pays in general. Beautiful part of the world. Me being a Lancashire lad, you know what I mean, and all that crap. Anyway, we tipped round the corner at a particular site where they're building a new factory off back of it. We tipped that this morning, got there last night, just wondering where Butty Woman's going here. She's just about to come out, so we'll just wait for her because there's a car coming in the back of her. We tipped there this morning, got down here last night, tipped there this morning, and I was meant to be going to Bootle in Liverpool. However, that's just been cancelled. And I now got a message saying head to Bollington. So I was planning on going back towards Blackburn and Darwin services. So mirrors are going to come out. I was planning on going back towards Blackburn and Darwin services and getting some breakfast there at the Greggs. So I just pulled round here to get my bearings and fill my paperwork in and whatnot. And I spotted this little butty van. So hey, every cloud has a silver lining and all that, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? So we're going left here. So I've just had breakfast.
Turn right.
And now we're going to head back towards the M65 motorway. Now the only way I know of, I mean I've just accepted the job on this gubbins here and then press drive so it'll take me to where she thinks it is. But off the top of my head now, the only way I know is to head out back onto the 65, turn left on the 65, and then drop down towards Rottenstall, Ramsbottom that way on the I think it's the M66, isn't it? Then shoot across for the M62, cut over the Pennines and in that way. That's the only way I know to Bollington from here.
At the end of the road,
There might be another way which goes over the fields, over the hills, through the fields and far away, but it is what it is. Some mirrors. Signal on because we're coming out. There's a car behind us, one coming towards us. We're going to go left at the top of this road. So mirrors, signals on. Just backing him off, just offering him up. It's a beautiful day now. It's absolutely piddled it down all night last night. And again this morning. We're going to go right at the bottom of this road. I came in this way last night. The factory I wanted was up further on up there behind me.
After
Mirrors, this one's just pulling over onto the curb. Signals on, we're turning right here. Just mindful, there's pedestrians getting out of it. It's that time in the morning, so kids could be good. Well, it's 9 o'clock, but you know, you could get somebody that's thinking about whacking it and going in late. So mirrors, just mindful. Mirrors, we're out. Go on lad, nice wide swing, fetch him round. This is a place called Altham in Accrington. Just mirrors as we come round there, just mindful we don't clip any curbs. We are in the 30 as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen signs telling me any different. There's a sign coming up for a 40 up ahead, some mirrors. Yeah, good old Lancashire. Nice to be back on the family patch. Well, I'm originally from Wigan, but up until 1974, Wigan was always part of Lancashire. It's now Greater Manchester, isn't it, since the postcode reshuffle in 1974. Mirrors, he's coming a bit fast to that junction there in black car. He braked heavy then. So we should be going right at the top here and back up towards the M65 motorway.
After 300 yards, turn right.
Hope you all had a good weekend. Today's Tuesday, of course. I didn't do anything yesterday. I just cracked on with job. We went to Leeds at the weekend watching Mickey Flanagan. Yeah, the M66 it is for Bury. Some mirrors as we come through that. Just backing him off here. There should be a car coming behind me now. I'm just mindful that it might come up the inside, so I want to take her onto this white line so I get a nice wide swing here. I'm actually going to try and close door on it so I can get a nice wide swing. I want to keep it back there if I can. I'm going to straddle this lane slightly, because I'm just looking here, it does tighten, so I'm just shutting this door, just not giving it the option of coming up the inside of me. He's creeping, he's wanting come. Or she, he or she. Looking at it now, I should have straggled lane properly. I'm just half over into the lane now, a little bit. Just shutting that door and cancelling that option for them, because they will come and sit inside here then. Before you know it, you're dragging them round corner with you. So I'm just mindful. I'm just keeping my eye on it, because it has. I've shut the door for it, and I've not given it the option of coming through. It could squeeze through if it wanted to, but it's got the hint. Just poised ready for these lights now. We should be changing any second. Have changed some mirrors. We should get out before the rest of them coming towards us. Nice wide swing. Fetches his round. Fetches his round nicely. Car's now gone through lights. No bother. It's just giving it, taking away that option for them to come up the inside here, because had it done, I would have knocked it into the middle of next week. Or I would have just had to stop and let it come through. But the thing is, it's like a domino effect. We've just come into open speed limit there, I saw the sign, hidden behind bushes. The thing is, it's a domino effect then. Once one comes through on the inside, the rest of them will just pile up, and you'll never get round. My own fault. I should have straggled it beforehand, when every day's a school day. But once I realised what crack was, I've just come over a little bit just to shut that door for them, or make them think about it, you know what I mean? Make them think, hang on, this guy's giving right here, he will need a nice wide swing, so I'll just hold back. Because unless you tell them, they don't know. With the utmost respect and the best will and intentions in the world, your average Joe of the general public, I'm sorry to say, it is as thick as pig shit. They're like sheep. They just need a little bit of guidance. They're not bad people, they're lovely people, of course they are, but they're just like sheep. So mirrors, we're coming up to the roundabout, we're going to go straight over on this roundabout. We're heading for the M66 for Bury, Manchester, that way. Some mirrors. Big puddle here, you see, on the left. There'll be a block gully there.
Go round the roundabout.
Just mindful.
Second exit.
I think I'm in wrong lane. No, we're alright. The white lines are all faded and not very good. So just mirrors. Traffic's heavy coming round here. There's a big one from Wigan coming round. Still quite heavy. Now traffic coming up the inside of me. See, they're squeezing round now, see. They're like sheep, because they've seen one do it. They'll all go. They'll all start going. After this one. Mirrors, just mindful. We're out.
Take the exit.
We're going to go on this road now, 356. 356, lad. So just mirrors, just mindful what's coming round. There's a van just come round past me. Mirrors again, there's nothing. Signals on. We're over into this lane. Progress. Yeah, we should drop down through not Rottenstall, it's not Rottenstall, it's Ramsbottom, to the side of Ramsbottom. Drop down into Ordbury, M66, swing a left onto 62. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's his missus, who's now become your aunt. All live happily ever after, 2.4 children, the Waltons, a local shop for local people, the town, you know. Mirrors, mindful, slip road. Ain't coming. Edward! Hello, Tubbs, what's all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here. He's looking for a small boy. Ah, Pufter, eh? Come across your type before in the forces. You won't catch me with my trousers down. What a bizarre fucking series that was, The League of Gentlemen. It was a twisted sense of humour, that. It really was. We didn't burn him! So mirrors, there's two cars coming behind me, one's now coming to overtake me. Still a lot of standing water about, road conditions are still very wet, it's rained all night last night and very heavy this morning, but we can see blue sky, so that's a big bonus for me. Fuel wise, I'm in between half a tank and a quarter, so we will need fuel at some point, but not yet. We've no worries about that yet. That was a half decent sandwich as well at that cafe stroke butty van thing there. Two nice enough Lancashire women, what we're serving. They were alright. Just mindful, we don't know what that junction is there, but there's no coming out of it. And we're going over the hills and far away. Mitchell's house. Whether that's a person called Mitch. Signpost for his own house. You know? Never know, do you? So according to that job what just came through, I've kind of dropped lucky really, because I'm going into Pollington and I'm loading for Elgin. Now the only Elgin I know is Inverness, in between Inverness and Aberdeen. That'll be beautiful for me if that's the case. I will enjoy that. I seriously will. Straight up the A1. So just come off that gas now, we're going to start descending and we're coming into a 50 as well. So mirrors, just back him off, we're just coming into 50 now. They always put you in a 50 or a restricted speed just at the top of an hill as you're going to drop down and rock it, won't they? Second exit, I can't mind that. I've been this way before, but it's a long time ago. It's be straight over at roundabout basically, I'm trying to mind on which lane I need. I think I'll just stick in this lane because by the looks of it, it burrs off left at the bottom here now where the traffic lights are, so if we just stick in this lane we should be alright. Some mirrors. Just rolling him up gently, just tickling and feckling. Just tickling and feckling out, lad. What a beautiful sign that is there. Never mind Whalley climate, I mean Whalley's to the side of thingy, isn't it? Clitheroe, Blackburn, Darwin and all that. But look at that beautiful red rose there. Look at that beautiful red rose of Lancashire. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Some mirrors just over towards this curb so we don't cut the white line. Mindful as we come round. Mirrors. Over towards the white line again so we don't cut this curve here. Mindful, car overtaking me. Mirrors as we come out the corner just so we don't clip anything. Mirrors again. Progress. Now coming out of a 50 into an open speed limit, just mindful, mirrors, there is a van behind us and a car coming overtaking us now. Now into open speed limit so we can gas back on. Traffic is getting heavier up ahead. Mirrors, there is traffic in this lay-by here. Couple with the lights on. One just took brake lights off indicator, this second car. Just mirrors, mindful. Truck's just put its indicator on, come out. No issue to us, no bother. Braking up ahead, black car in front of the truck, mirrors, just mindful. It's just letting the car on from slip road. Why it didn't go over into lane 2, I've no idea, but my mind boggles. All the hills and all the bay, Queen Anne commands and we'll obey, over the hills and far away. No gas, just rolling him down. Can't quite see that black car. I'm assuming it's still up ahead in front of this little truck in front of us. No, it's gone, it's overtook it. Thought if it was, the truck's tailgating it, but it's not, it's gone. It's just past the little white van. I love the hills of Lancashire, I really do. Makes me feel like I'm home. Some mirrors, mindful, slip road here. There's nothing coming up here.
Take the exit.
So I'm going to ignore El Twaticus Navicus now because it's trying to take me off for Todd Morden. There might be a road through to the side of them hills. I don't know. The only way I know from here now is up the 66 to the side of Bury and pick up the M62.
Yards, go round the
I'm not following El Twaticus Navicus, it can get you in trouble. There could be a back road going through them hills there, but if there is, then fair be it. There will be a road going up towards Skipton and Harrogate that way on, but I'm not buggering about with all that. I'm going the way I know, which is up the 62 basically. Some mirrors. Mirrors, mindful, looking across. Is anything coming down this slip road? Silver car here and Audi, some mirrors. It should get on before us theoretically. It's a Mercedes, sorry. Mirrors, nothing on slip road now, just mindful. I'm staying out in lane 2 because I don't want to be right up this one's rigged. Still in a 50 as far as I'm aware. Some mirrors. Mindful. Mirrors now seeing what's coming from the right because I am now joining from the left. Mirrors backing him off a touch. Still in a 50 as far as I'm aware. Doesn't change until just halfway up this hill. Some mirrors. Still in a 50, there's this repeater signs for it. Changes to open speed limit halfway up this hill. It's easy to gas it on, but you never know where camera vans are and whatnot. And, well, when you're recording, they're on big cap. Just coming into open speed limit now. Some mirrors. Now into open speed limit, Bushhook, progress. Just mindful, van's coming in a little bit too quick, mirrors just off the gas. Just poise ready. I have a feeling this white van's going to be coming off left short. Brake lights coming on up ahead. Lane 2. Mirrors. Should be a junction coming up here, and I think this white van's going to want off at it.
After 800 yards, keep right.
So here's the 300 yards. Mirrors. Another van there, I think, will want off here. Some mirrors. Yeah, the white van's come off, as I thought. The blue van now, I just wanted in lane 1. So this is now the M66. This should throw us out now onto M62. As I say, there could have been a back road going up there through them bloody hills. I know there'll be a road going off towards Skipton, Harrogate that way on, but that's the other side. And I've had to continue on the M65. Unless there's a route through hills there to the side of Todmorden, I don't know. But I'm going the way I know, whether right or wrong. If you follow that sat-nav to the letter, Twatticus Navicus is a good aid, of course it is, it's a good aid. But if you follow that twat-nav to the letter, it will get you in trouble. Sooner or later, you will end up in a world of shit. And I am talking from experience, by the way, trust me, I've done it. Delivering fertiliser to a farm to the side of Ashford in Kent. Got myself in a right fucking pickle. Luckily, there was another farm what let me in and let me turn round in his yard. Because I followed that to the letter. It was a steep learning curve. Here, I'm not perfect, I've made a couple of mistakes, but I've made some monumental fuck-ups, me like, I have. Fucking right I have. One top tip I will give you as well, the most important thing on this truck is this thing right here, I don't know if you can see it, the handbrake. That is the most important control in this cab at the moment is the handbrake. I can't stress enough, check and check again that you have put that handbrake on before you get out the cab. Because when these things fucking roll backwards, it's a scary experience when you're not in the cab. And trust me, I am talking from experience, I've done it. I'm not going to go into detail, but all I will tell you is that day I was very, very lucky. Some mirrors. Oh, I've done it. I think anybody what says that they've never made a mistake and fucked up driving these things has either been very lucky or they're a liar. We've all made mistakes. It happens when it's that time of night, you've been working all day, it's dark, you're stressed out, you're rushing on to get this done and that done, and then I'll just do this, and then if I get that sorted there, I'll just nip over and I'll park at such a place. You're rushing on, it's cold, it's wet, it's pissing down with rain. You jump out and you forget to put that thing on. And it's no bother because it holds you for about 10 seconds and then all of a sudden you're halfway down fucking trailer, it releases and it starts fucking off backwards or forwards, whatever the case may be. It's one of the most scariest things that has ever happened to me. And I've been round block a bit, trust me. It's a frightening experience. It happens so fucking fast as well, and there's nothing you can do about it because you risk killing yourself by running yourself over with your own truck. Do you know what I mean? The only thing you can do once trailer starts coming past you is run for that parking brake on trailer. Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail, but I was very lucky when that happened to me. It's a genuine mistake, you know what I mean? But it's a frightening experience, let me tell you. So yeah, the most important thing in this truck, inside this cab right now, is the handbrake. The handbrake and the trailer brake, those are the most two important things on an articulated truck. Your handbrake and your trailer brake. So mirrors, weather's changing, we're coming into demist again. This road's going to get very busy now. It'll be traffic backing up for the M62, for the M60, the M61, for bloody 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 bloody. You know what I mean, don't you? To the side of yonder. No, we're steady away, we're moving, we're flowing. Just mindful, car just coming in and braking. We're ready for him. We're ready for him, lad, we're ready for him. Boy's ready like a coil spring. Coil spring, lad, coil spring. So this is Bury, Haywood and Bury now, the A58. So mirrors, we're dropping downhill slightly. No gas, just rolling him on, but just mindful. Truck's on his exhaust brake. 4 in front's braking. This kind of rain bugs me now. It's that fine misty rain, and the majority of it is coming off the road. It's not actually raining. It's all the wetness coming off the road. So mirrors, there's a car right up my rigging. One just pulling in front of me, mirrors. They see a gap, they're in it. They don't realise that's my braking distance, do you know what I mean? It's like a car will come past now, I see this gap and just pull straight in it. They're taking up your braking distance all the time. The sun's trying its best to come through. There's a council estate either side here, at road. I mean, a lot of them will be private now. But I don't think I'd like to live there, because you've got a main motorway coming right past your bloody bedroom window all day, every day. All hours of the night, all hours of the morning, do you know what I mean? I suppose you'd get used to it eventually, wouldn't you? But you'd have no bloody choice. So mirrors, that car is coming off, on both of them. Hence that's why they probably pulled in on them. Yeah, if it's the Elgin I'm thinking of, it's in between Inverness and Aberdeen. That'll be beautiful for me, like. That'll be absolutely fantastic, thank you, please. That's not going to be getting there until tomorrow afternoon. So mirrors, mindful, there's quite busy coming up this slip road here. Quite busy in lane 2, I'm just going to have to hold my course. Mirrors. Probably going to be lucky here, because this lane's going to spit out into 3. So that slip road's going to come in now into lane 1. We are now in lane 2 of 3. Mirrors. Just mindful, I don't want to get too close to this floor carpets in front of it. Because if it breaks, I can't see what's in front of it. Mirrors, he's coming across into lane 1. We're now going to come across into lane 1 and slot in behind him, because we're going to be coming off for the M62 shortly. Yeah, it's not actually raining, all this water is coming up off the road. So mirrors, there's a tanker joining up ahead. Traffic's quite heavy in lanes 2 and 3 passing me. Braking up ahead. He's too close to the tanker now, what's just joined. To be fair, he did let him on. Fair play to him. Again, I need this gap between me and this little truck in front, because if not, if I'm right up his rigged, I can't see what's in front of him, and if he brakes and slams on, I have no excuses. Do you know what I mean? stinking rotten swine and shoe. So here we go, M62 leads, that's us. That's what we want. Mirrors. There's the dotted white lines now, so we're now on the slip road. We're in lane 1 of 2 on slip road. We expect traffic will be really heavy coming over to
After
62.
800 yards, take the exit, then keep left.
Take you up towards, they'll take you up to 62. I will get fuel at some point, but I'm alright just yet.
Take the exit, then
Taking it, love, I'm
keep
taking
left.
it. You better believe your bottom dollar and your right hand boot as I'm taking it, love. I'm just trying to keep my distance now because we are going to be coming off now. We're braking up ahead. Road conditions are still very wet. Sun's out as well.
After
Mirrors were coming
200
across.
yards, keep left, then take the motorway.
Sun's trying its best dry road out.
Keep left, then
Blinded.
take
Just
the
mindful there's a
motorway.
car here on right hand side. We don't know what its intentions are. Mirrors. Right. Mirrors as we come round. Right, we're now joining from the left some mirrors. This will be coming on to the M62, so it will. I was only thinking about Jim McDonald from Coronation Street last night. Well, I think if I could do a weather report right now in the voice of Jim McDonald from Coronation Street in 6 words, it would only have to be "Sunshine's out now, so it has." I don't think that sounded like Jim McDonald. I think it sounded like that bloody dead comedian, Frank Carson. And there's more, come here. Or was that Jimmy Cricket? I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go. This is a Motto, so I could perhaps get fuel here, but I've got enough fuel to be carrying on with at this moment in time, so we're not going to stop. This will be Birch Services coming up. I'll keep going. Some mirrors. I'm going to come out and try and take this truck now. It's raining, tortoise! I'm in the big house now. Jim McDonald, what a character. Charlie Summit or other his name. He's meant to be a really nice guy. And he lives round this neck of woods somewhere. Somewhere like Bury or Ramsbottom or something. I believe he owns his own cheese shop. He's a connoisseur of what cheese and wine. He owns his own little business and a cheese shop. I think they make it there, I'm not sure. But apparently he serves behind counter and everything in his little village where he's from, like. Just coming past this thing now. Road conditions are still very wet. It's absolutely hammered it down all night. All yesterday afternoon really, and all night. And all this morning, but beautiful now. Very sunny. Just needs dry out this road. It'll be alright. But all this water now, it's not raining, it's just shite splashing up off bloody road from tyre tracks and vehicles in front. Some mirrors, we're gaining on this car, signals on this van, sorry. The white car coming over for us, he's moved over into lane 4. soon as you take windscreen wipers off, it's just that much shite spraying up from vehicles in front. Some mirrors, this one's coming out to take the truck. It's been a coming together there of some sort. On the opposite side of the carriageway. Mirrors, just passing this truck. Turners. Just going to stay out in lane 2 at the moment. I'm not hogging the middle lane, it's just that I'm creeping up on this little class 2 tipper up ahead. I don't think I'm going to match him for speed, so I'm going to come back in. Some mirrors. Mindful, there's a slip road here coming down. There's nothing on it, but you never know. They creep up on you out of nowhere, so just mirrors. Getting a lot of spray now from this truck in front. Pretty much matching me, even Stevens, for speed, so I'm not going to pass him. Some mirrors. Oh, I don't know, we're creeping up on him slowly. Mirrors. Signals coming on. Might get past him here. If not, I'll just slot back in and I'll drop it back to him mile an hour. Because there's no point sitting in his mist, in his spray, in his backwater. Just coming up on him, we'll take him. We'll take him, lad, we're on it now. On it now, lad. I don't half waffle on some shite, me, like. I'm aware of it, I don't know, I think I've got fucking Tourette's or something. Waffle on shite. Random shite as well. So he's coming off, that's ideal for us. Some mirrors. Signals on, we're going to come back in. There's a lot of spray coming off. I mean, even though you've got your mud guards on and that, there's still a lot of spray comes off your tyres. I've no doubt people behind me will be experiencing the exact same thing with spray coming off this thing. There's 14 wheels on this. This is a 14 wheeler. 2 front wheels, 4, 6 with your drive axles, 8 with your tag axle, 10, 12, 14 with your trailer wheels. There's 14 wheels on this, so there'll be a lot of spray coming up. All got mud guards on and spray. Is it spray suppression kit? I think that's what it's called. I just call them mud guards. I think the official correct term is spray suppression. There you go. Try saying that after a mouthful of salt and vinegar crisp. And she sells seashells on the seashore. Does she? Aye. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. I saw fucking Ken Dodd, he was 92. His Dad would have been 160. Some mirrors, we're now in lane 2 of 4. Signs up there on the matrix saying fog. I can see the mist on the hills up there on the right hand side. Gonna be coming through the clouds, pal. Coming through the clouds. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Oh aye. We stay out in lane 2. There's a van broken down there on the hard shoulder, towing a trailer of some form. Generator thingy-majiggy malarkey. Now passing this truck, bokers. Heavy traffic on right hand side going that way, opposite direction. Probably the backup of that accident, the build up behind that accident. Amazing, isn't it? You can come from one extreme of absolutely blinding sunshine, climb up the moors a little bit, and you're in the cloud. Just mirrors, we're not quite past this bokers yet. We don't want to come in too soon. Past him now, we're coming back in. We're now coming up into the clouds. Here's the mist. The mist is descending. So what's your thoughts on that pillar, whoever it is who's cut that bloody tree down at Sycamore Gap? Fucking tree's been stood there for 300 years and some pricks cut it down. What are you thinking about that? My thoughts are, well, initially they said they'd arrested a 16-year-old lad. My initial thoughts was there's no way on earth in the memory of man as a 16-year-old lad cut that fucking tree down on his own. One, he can't drive, he's not old enough, so unless he stole a car or had access to a van, how the hell has he got in the vicinity to then walk from the roadside? And that tree is not on the roadside. You've got to drive up towards where it is off the old military road to the side of Hot Whistle and Thingamajig there. And then you've got to park and then you've got to walk. It's about a 20-minute walk to that tree. There is no way on earth as a 16-year-old lad walked that distance carrying a chainsaw, various equipment that he or she would have needed to cut the thing down with, in the middle of the night, and then chop that tree down perfect and felled it perfectly like that in pitch black fucking darkness in the middle of Storm Agnes. Not a fucking chance. A professional tree surgeon's done that, somebody what knows what they're doing. But then they've arrested a 60-year-old man after, who just so happens to be an ex-tree surgeon. Go figure, you know what I mean? I know we're all innocent until proven guilty, but some are not right there. Who does that though? Why on earth would you cut that fucking thing down like that? It's just ridiculous. Whoever it is, they need jailing for that. Bloody tree there, what's stood for 300 years on its own, minding its business. Mirrors were coming out. Just mindful of this little van, but we're closing up on Jenkins, you see, up in front, some mirrors. Just mindful of this mess now. I think if one person's done that on their own, then they've known what they're doing and they've known exactly how to do it and what they're doing. I initially thought there's been more than one person involved in it. Some mirrors were past Jenky. That does look like a good scan here, that. They're all box standards, but they look good. They do look good. Some mirrors, we're coming back in. So we're now up and over, and we're going to start dropping down and coming out of the mist. Fingers crossed, hopefully. We're 14 miles off next services. This should be a little house on the prairie coming up here. There's a man and his family still lives in this house and farms the local land here to this day. Bit bleak up here in winter, that knows. Oh aye, bleak lad, bleak. I've no idea how you bloody get to it though. There's a road over the other side there, and there's got to be a road. I know there's a bridge going out under the motorway, and they go underneath a tunnel going out under the motorway. Sorry, they go down there and a track going up. So it will take you to a road eventually, but I've no idea how to get to the road that leads into yon man's house, little house on Prairie Mum. Actually, have we passed it? I didn't see the house. We might have just passed it actually, I didn't see it. I couldn't see his house. What I can see though is some absolutely fantastic feats of Victorian engineering in the shape of all these reservoirs and the way that they've used the contours of the land. No, it's coming up here at Little House on Prairie, I can see it up in distance. They've used the contour of the land to naturally filter the water all the way down into these man-made reservoirs here, and it's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant feat of engineering. Whoever the mathematical genius that masterminded all this was amazing. Naturally channeling all this water that's falling on the bloody moors, holding it there on this big dam, which again is a fantastic feat of engineering to build the bloody thing. Here we go, this is Little House on Prairie, here you see. There's millions of litres of water backed up there. A bit of a gap in wall where it can spill over the edge, and it'll be tirading over the edge in this kind of weather here like. And here's Little House on Prairie. There's one of his storage sheds there, right up bloody down. Well, there's a tunnel goes underneath the motorway here to the side. So it's got to spit you out onto a track what takes you to that road there somewhere. Ah, that water's pouring over the edge there. Pouring over the edge, lad. Ah, there's his tunnel, see there? It goes under that motorway, out onto a track, and it's going to go up onto that road somewhere. Bleak existence living up here though, isn't it? You can just see channels of steps in the hillside there with running water coming down them. Like I say, somebody's thought about that and channeled and filtered all this water into that dam. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant. I love it. It's just fantastic. They were clever people back then, very clever people. We think today's modern society has got all the answers to everything. We know fuck all today. Apart from what our forefathers have taught us. You know what I mean? Like this bridge here. Fantastic bit of engineering. They couldn't build shit like that today. If you had today's health and safety and all that back then, nothing would have got built. Another big reservoir here, see. Bloody beautiful, bloody marvellous. Some mirrors, we're going to come out. We're catching these two trucks in front. Now, I'm not trying to cause bother, but that van here, what we're passing, it's a foreign plate on this transit box van. It's far too close to this truck. That van cannot see anything what's in front of this truck, I wouldn't have thought. If that truck has to slam on, that van has potential for half a day out with undertaker. He's just dropping back a bit now, he must have heard us. Some mirrors. This truck's catching learner, there's no I can do, it's busy, I can't go in lane 3 anyway. It's busy up ahead of it, so I'm going to have to hold my course. He's going to have to drop back a bit. So those are not brake lights on this little red Fiesta. He's still got his fog lights on. Actually, we didn't put our fog lights on, but it wasn't really that foggy, was it? It wasn't like pea soup, but I didn't put fog lights on coming over over top at Moor there. It wasn't that foggy, I didn't think. If it's pea soup, I'll put fog lights on, obviously. Right, so next services we'll put him in. We'll set her out here because we'll have done about 50 minutes now, easy. We've easy done 45 minutes. Be about a 50-minute video so far, so ideally about an hour's long enough, I think. So mirrors, we're going to come back in. I need the toilet anyway, so next service isn't the ideal. Try to mind on what next service is. I think it's Hartshead Moor, isn't it? Next one will be. We've come past Birch. That was down bottom of the hill. There was a decent butty from that cafe before, but it's a shit route. I don't know what it is. Every time you go to a butty van or a roadside cafe, they always make shit coffee. It's like, I understand why they buy it like that, because it's cheaper and they can make more profit, but they always buy a great big fucking gallon drum tin of coffee for about £2 and it's absolute shit. It's just powdered shit. And they make it as weak as piss. They just put a little tiny bit in and it's all water and a little splash of milk and it's fucking shite. But the sandwich was good and the two women were lovely and friendly. But the coffee's shite. I'm sorry if you watch this, love, your coffee's shite. Your sandwich was bob on, but your coffee's shite. I understand why you put minimum amount in and cheap coffee, because it's maximum profit, isn't it? I need that skin back and make myself another one. When over the hills and far away, Queen Anne commands and we'll obey. 6 miles to the services. So in 6 miles we're going to come off and cut you loose. Set her out here. It should work out about alright timing wise. It should probably bring us up to the hour. It's long enough. It's not raining, it's just spray coming from that truck up in front, but it's just catching us, picking us up. Just come off the gas, we are descending. So there's a slip road coming up here, see? Just looking there through. There's one car just joining, there's 3 just coming through these bushes here, and a van. Some mirrors. There's the first one I've seen. The black one I've seen's at the side of us now. Traffic's heavy in lane 2. I can't do anything about it. We're just past him before he's joining. This one's just joined here, so that's no issue. Now catching this truck up in front, some mirrors. I don't think we'll pass him, but we're catching him, we're mindful. 4 mile off the services. No point trying to overtake him, we're matching each other even Stevens for speed. So if needs be, I'll just drop off 2 mile an hour, but there's now a truck up my rigger catching me. An MAN. That gas, we're just dropping downhill. Again, we're catching the spray from this thing in front. Just back him off. Just tickling and fettling. this trailer, our trailer will be loaded and ready for us when we get to Pollington. Because if you have to sit and wait for a live load, you could be there all fucking day. Like, it's not sexy. But then again, when I do get the trailer, it'll be whatever's on it, it'll be anything up to an hour strapping the bloody thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, it's not pissing down. Because Queen Anne commands and we'll obey. Stinking rotten swine in shoe. We're 2 miles off the services. Hartshead Moor, I thought it was. Just back him off, creeping up. This thing doesn't give you any warning, it just bangs you straight on an overspeed if you sat above over 56 for too long. The Scanias, you just get a warning on it, a pre-warning, so you can back it off. This thing won't. It'll just do you for an overspeed. I don't see why, because I'm legally allowed to do 60 mile an hour in one of these things, but the limit is set at 56. So there's that Ford Transit pickup thing with one was travelling too close to the truck in front before. So services should be at top of this hill here, isn't it? Stinking rotten bloody fucking swain in shoe and a stinking swain in swiny bloody shoe. I jumped it on my to mirrors. There's nothing coming up. We're coming off for the services in not very long. We're going to be coming off and I need that my needle and we'll send her on to you. So half a mile, Hartshead Moor, that'll do us. Some mirrors. Mirrors, there's nothing coming up in this lane here, but I know what's over. There's nothing coming in it. I can already see them. There's no there. So this guy's coming off. I assume he might be coming off at services with me. Don't know. It's a free country. He's entitled to. It's about the 300 metre marker. Some mirrors, signals on. Still picking up spray from this one in front. I think he's coming off with me. No, I'm wrong. I'm quite often wrong. So yeah, I'm going to cut you loose here, guys. I'm going to go to the toilet. Then I'm going to pour this coffee away, because no disrespect to them two women. A lovely sandwich, but the coffee's a load of shite. So if I go there again, I won't be buying a coffee. Might end up with a black eye if I go there again, but there you go. Some mirrors. So I'm not overly familiar with this services. I've been on it before, but it's been a long time ago. We're just steady Eddie. Steady Eddie, pal, steady Eddie. Mirrors. I think it's a right-hander here into Lorry Park, I'm not sure. It will be. Or is it? This will be. One's coaches, one's lorries. It looks busy. Struggle to get in here. Some mirrors, there's a left hand, there's a right hander into the coach part. This is for lorries, tracks, tracky. It's fucking panda, it's always fucking heaving when you come into services. Handbrake, the most important thing in the cab, I can't stress enough. Handbrake. It's so easy for being distracted, looking at other things. It's late in the day, you're tired, it's been a long day, and it's so easy for not put that bloody thing on and forget, and the next thing you're rolling back and say, ooh, it's not so bad if you're in cab. If you've got out of cab and you're on with something else, It holds you for about 10 seconds, then once it goes, fuck me does it go. And it's frightening. And I am talking from experience. Genuine mistakes happen. You know, anybody what says they've never made a mistake doing this job has either been extremely lucky or they're a bloody liar. Personally, I think the latter. I think they're a bloody liar. These things happen. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, well, yeah. Most important thing in the truck, the handbrake. Keep that bloody thing steady. Some mirrors. I'm just looking where I can slot this bugger into. Seatbelt's coming off. I'm going to back it into one of these. Just mindful now where this. I'll tell you what we'll do. You know. We're going to try if we can and get it into one of these gaps here. This will do us. We'll slot it straight into one of these gaps. We'll reverse in here. This will do us, man. Just straighten him up. Just straighten him up. Just offer him up. Just tickling and fettling to the. Right. Just I can't see what's behind me now, so we're going to really take our time. So I'm just going to put my window down. Hopefully I'm going to slot it right in between these two trucks behind us. Tight, but we should do it. We couldn't quite get straight, so we were still on a bit of an angle, but it's a flatbed and we're empty, so there's no blind side involved, technically. Right, we're in here anyway. No shunts required. Go on lad, go on lad, go on lad, go on! Go on lad, I'll pay, go on. Right, we're in. I think. We might have to have a shunt. We're a little bit too close to this one on my right hand side. Just for straighten us up, that's all. Cab were just kinked over a little bit too close to that one on my right hand side for my liking. They're not the most widest in bays, but anyway, we're in. Jobs are good. Don't be a cunt, take a shunt. No shame in it. Right, thanks very much. I've been your old mate Borothea once again. You, my friend, have been beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed this video, whatever it is. And yeah, catch me on the next one. Cheers now, thanks very much. I'm out of here. Ta-ra.